Today's video, turn the volume all the way up and make the subtitles super bright, because what I'm going to tell you is the most shocking, most bloody power fight since the second half of 2025. Many friends send me private messages. What happened to Xi? Is he really finished? Today I will explain everything clearly from October 2020 to October 2025, 3 whole years, every person, every event, every power move. I will pull it apart thread by thread. After you hear it, you will understand this is not just lost power. This is a complete revenge drama that started with carrying Hu Jintao away and ends with completely emptying Xi Jinping. If you care about this, please subscribe to my channel and turn on AL notifications so you don't miss the next videos. October 22, 2022, you all remember that scene, right? At the closing ceremony of the 20th Party Congress, Hu Jintao wanted to look at a document. Staff grabbed both his arms and forcibly carried him off the stage. At that moment, the whole world saw Xi Jinping didn't even leave a little face for Hu Jintao. I said that day, this is not the end, this is the beginning. You publicly shame a political old man who personally handed you the party, the government, and the army. That is the same as pushing every elder, every partner who still wants a little dignity, to the edge of the boat. From that moment, the seed of revenge was planted. Many people think Hu Jintao is just a gentle carpenter with no real power. Big mistake! From 2002 to 2012, the person who knocked down Zhou Yongkang, Chen Liangyu, the Shanghai Gang, and Bo Xilai one by one was Hu Jintao. He is very good at waiting, but when he strikes, he is more ruthless than anyone. After he was carried away at the 20th Congress, Hu Jintao didn't shout or make noise, but all the people around him, the Youth League faction, old army friends, and even some unhappy people from the Fujian group, they all remembered that day. Everyone knows how Xi Jinping grabbed power in the past 10 years, first clean the politics and law system, then make the army belong only to Shiga, finally change all local leaders. He went from the hardest parts to the softest parts, step by step. But the anti-Xi group chose the exact opposite way. They started from the softest places and slowly dug toward the hardest places. I first cut off Xi's hands in the provinces. In 2024, Ma Xingrui was suddenly moved away from Xinjiang. Then news came that both he and his wife were taken away for investigation. Ma Xingrui was a top general of the Zhejiang army, a big border governor, and was seen as one of the top 3 possible successors. Taking him down first was like chopping off Xi's arm in the far west. Second, cut eyes empty the rocket force and equipment system from 2020 to 2024 for 2 full years. Rocket force leaders, commander, political commissar, deputy commanders disappeared one after another in strange ways. In the equipment department, 14 out of 15 generals got in trouble. This was not anti-corruption. This was precisely pulling out Tsai family army fingers from the nuclear button. A third cut, October 17, 2025, 9 top generals taken down at once. At a state council press conference, the Ministry of Defense spokesman coldly read a list. Central Military Commission Vice Chairman He Weidong, Political Work Director Miao Hua, Joint Operations Command Center Chief He Hongjun, Eastern Theater Commander Lin Xiangyang, Rocket Force Commander Qin Shutong, Armed Police Commander Wang Xiaohong, 9 upper generals in one breath. These 9 people almost wiped out everyone she trusted to fight wars, press the nuclear button, and guard the house! Even worse, they completely destroyed and smeared He Weidong and Miao Hua, the 2 people everyone thought were Xi's most loyal Fujian brothers, and double insurance! This was like chopping off Xi's left and right arms right in front of his face! Many people ask, Tsai is the chairman of the military commission, how could he just watch his own people get arrested? Answer in 8 words, the gun no longer listens to him. Zhong Xiaojun, Tsai's personal secretary, former deputy director of the General Office and director of the Military Commission Office. In March last year, he was moved to be president of the National Defense University, and in October this year, he was removed even from that job. If you can't even protect your own secretary, who can you protect? The most pitiful one right now is Wang Xiaohong. What was Wang Xiaohong before? Xi Jinping's most trusted person, the iron knife handle, Fujian Zhejiang double loyal follower. What about now? November 21, 2025, Xinhua News. Wang Xiaohong went to Shaanxi and Ningxia to do research. Guess how they introduced him? CCP Central Secretariat Secretary, State Councilor Wang Xiaohong. The 4 words, Minister of Public Security, completely disappeared. And what did he research? Industrial technology, big buildings, village development. A police minister talking every day about science and economy. Isn't it clear he is forced to do jobs that are not his? Go back and check October 2024 Tianjin research. July 2025, we research. None of them mentioned Minister of Public Security. 3 times in a row they erased his most important title. This is not a mistake, this is a warning. Wang Xiaohong, you can keep the name minister, but the knife is no longer yours to use. Even worse, big changes inside the Ministry of Public Security. Deputy Ministers Xu Ganlu, Chen Xiuan, Sun Mali, all Wang Xiaohong's trusted men, were moved away. The new deputy ministers Wang Zhezhong, Yang Weilin, Ling Zhefeng, Xu Detong, and political department director Jia Lijun, not one of them is close to Wang Xiaohong. On the surface, the knife handle is still in Wang Xiaohong's hand, but the real handle is now held by someone else. The worst part, when the Ministry of Public Security passed on the spirit of the Fourth Plenum. Every other ministry shouted, Xi Jinping thought on rule of law, but the Public Security Ministry report made the three words Xi Jinping disappear. They only kept two establishes and two safeguards. This means you can say loyal words for him outside, but inside the system, you no longer have the right to speak for him. Wang Xiaohong right now is a small picture of Jinping. The name tag is still there, the person is still there, but real power is being peeled away layer by layer. Look at Kai Chu, the man who used to say two establishes and two safeguards at every meeting. Now the wind has changed. November 20, 2025 Capital Planning Committee meeting, Kai Chu chaired. How did the report write what he said? Under the centralized unified leadership of the Party Central Committee. Notice! First it says Party Central Committee, then Xi, and in the whole report, two establishes, became much cooler, and about Zhang and New Area he only dared to say, better support. No longer shouting, fly together. Kai Q disappeared for several days before, missed the national games, and the rule of law meeting, everyone thought he was in trouble too. The moment he came back, he immediately changed his words, moving himself from Xi's personal loudspeaker to normal Politburo standing committee member. This is called smart people know which way the wind blows. The best scene happened in Shenzhen, one of Xi's power bases. October 29, 2025, Shenzhen meeting to study the Fourth Plenum. Party Secretary Meng Fanli spoke first. He study Xi Jinping's important speech word for word, with real actions resolutely uphold the two establishes and resolutely achieve the two safeguards. 8 words resolutely uphold. Resolutely achieve! This is the strongest loyalty language right now. Who is Meng Fanli? Peng Liwen's fellow villager from Shandong, former boss of Qingdao and Shandong state companies, seen as the #1 loyal agent of the First Lady system. He is shouting louder and louder because he knows when the wind completely turns, people tied the tightest to Xi will be cleaned first. And the mayor next to him, Qin Weizong, what did he say? Deeply understand the decisive meaning of the two establishes. Notice! No, resolutely uphold. Only deeply understand. These two sentences look close, but the difference is huge. Resolutely uphold means life or death team choice. Deeply understand means I heard you, but whether I do it we'll see later. Qin Weizong's background. Tsinghua foil system. Old line of Zheng Qinghong and Zhou Yongkang. When deeply understand starts coming out of the mouths of Chen Wenqing, Chen Yixin, Li Ganji, and many other big officials at the same time, what does it mean? It means inside the system everyone quietly agreed we won't fight you, but we won't block bullets for you anymore. What really pushed Xi Jinping to the dead end was the April 2025 swap between the Organization Department and the United Front Department. Shi Taifeng moved from United Front Minister to Organization Department Minister. Li Ganji moved from Organization Department Minister to United Front Minister. Looks like an equal level move, but actually took the sharpest power completely away from Xi Jinping's hands. What is the Organization Department? It is the main switch for all party people who goes up, who goes down, who comes in, who goes out. Xi's trusted man Li Ganji was moved away. Shi Taifeng took over from now on, whether in the police system or big provinces. There is no door to put more. Xi family army. People in, friends, put these 3 years together and you see a scary revenge chain. October 2022, Xi publicly carried away Hu Jintao. October 2025, anti-Xi forces completely emptied Xi Jinping. From carry away old He to empty out old Xi, exactly 3 years tit for tat, no mercy. Today Xi Jinping still has all the titles General Secretary, President, Chairman of the Military Commission, not one missing, but real power. Gun taken away, 9 top generals wiped out overnight. Knife taken away, Wang Xiaohong's minister title even erased. Propaganda cooled down, Kai Qi doesn't dare shout one single leader anymore. Personnel power organization department now run by Shi Taifeng no longer sees tool. This is not a sudden collapse. This is a slow avalanche from the edges to the center, from provinces to Beijing, from real power to empty titles. The sound of the avalanche has already started, but the avalanche is far from over. Every future personnel change, every Xinhua report, every tiny change in two establishes. Wording is a new crack in the avalanche. What we really should ask is not how long Xi can still hold on, but after him, how much ability does this huge machine still have to fix itself? That's all for today's video. If you think I made sense, please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.